50 something. I think I had been in Islam about 10 years old since I knew about Elijah Muhammad. And all I got introduced to Elijah Muhammad, it was in Baltimore, Maryland when my first child was born. He's passed my country. But as we was part, because every Sunday, we was at State Street, my wife, before I even got married. We was doing this propagating Islam like that. Therefore, even the Tabligh came from Pakistan. Because the only person was propagating Islam was the Ahmadiyya movement. In fact, when Imam, this is some years old, you're in St. Nicholas Arena? You're in Harlem, St. Nicholas Arena, 110th Street. In that era. He's coming from Pakistan. And just like paying a visit to New York, like the Pope is doing here now. Shakedown was in cooperation. We as young brothers from Brooklyn, we was taking the Shahada, but working toward Islam. We walked from 110th Street all the way up to 137th Street, giving our patents to this Sheikh, Imam, I can't think of it, they're coming from Pakistan. He gave this big ujama. And at the St. Nicholas Arena, one of them. Not only that, in the first World Fair in Long Island in the 1960s, we were part of that. Checked out Islamic Day at the World Fair. That came out of State Street. The birth of what else came out of State Street was Ibn Hassan and his group. And also for 72nd Street came into being, it rooted came out of brothers and sisters from out of State Street. All the Arabs, all the Muslims come there, before they built that Bishop House on the uptown down where, for 72nd Street. Don't forget Ibrahim, what's his name? I got his name. 303 West 25th Street. Go upstairs. What is his name? Can't think of his name. They were very important. They worked in hard with Shakedown. Canada Islam on 137th Street. They work in harmony with Shakedown. Now, Noble John and his group in Jersey, so that's something. But Shakedown was the person to he had the state seal. Many of the brothers who came to Islam wanted to get 2 and 3 wives, and the Shakedown would not marry them unless they had a marriage license. Because Shakedown had the seal. To give you an idea what that seal looked like.
Yeah, I've got a picture of that seal. I know the seal you're talking about. It was in Sheikh Nuruddin's tribute. But tell me this, Sheikh. What do you think made Sheikh Dawood so effective?
He's sincere. He was a dedicated man. He wasn't prejudiced. He was so highly respected in Brooklyn. When he went into the courts, he said, brothers, you got to do this, and because they'll come to Shakedown, Muslims get in trouble with the law. They need people to have the
Character witness?
Not character witness, but we can go to represent it. And if you're in the jail, you have, like you go to a hospital, are you a Christian? Do you have a court of officers? He would say, brother, y'all speak to us. I'm from all of us out of Brooklyn, out of East New York, Yahya and his group, and so forth and so on. He would start a school. He started in Medina Salam, took his property, 3 properties, and as about to purchase that upstate New York. That's another thing. He spent all his life propagating Sunni Islam. And he spent he didn't know no song on time. He had some respect. He go to courts and the judge was raised up and checked out. And he was not, because he had some of his clothes training, because the rabbis come down to 6th Street, and I remember the rabbis. I had a photograph of them coming there. The Islamic mission was established in 1941, 1942, as I can recall, by Shakedown. And Brother Abdullah from the West Indies, and another Yemen brother, what's his name? Ghalib Muhammad. Shakedown then set us down and to teach us Atayat to what's Atayat. Shakedown didn't set us down and test it out from the bed. That was, he said, I need teachers, I need this. And one who taught me really how to pray, the position, was Ghalib Muhammad, a Yemenite. He was a cook. So all that time we was learning Islam out of state. That's my bedrock is 143 State Street.
You know, did Sheikh Dawood ever mention to anybody how he came into Islam himself?
Not per se. I never, that question, because with somewhere now where he's not a real sheikh, he's not a this, what these whispering suggesting that, or they call him a reverend and such. This comes from the sort of food that took the how the last week. Now they were trying to find a flaw in Chef Doe's character. He was not born so on and so on. He was born so and so and so. So this going through the grapevine, not us unbelievers. This is Muslims. So we know the business of Islam what 5, 10, 6 years, 8 years. I didn't question where Sheikh Doe came in, but I didn't question that. Not me. But I had heard it from the grapevine. I would not do it. That's why a lot of these groups came out of Sheikh Doe, because they could not budge Sheikh Doe from his position. He had respect from the non-Muslims. He had the integrity. In fact, when who was it? The Sword family, when they had the Yalta conference, came to the father of all those Sword princes over there. The king, Winston Churchill and Roosevelt had the Yalta conference. Anyway, when he came to New York to speak to the United Nations, he didn't say the wall. He came over to Shakedown. Shakedown was invited twice to the kingdom in Saudi Arabia by him and his wife. Expenses paid. I mean, when they went, they made highs. Shakedown had the respect of the Muslim world. That he was a learned man, like he said, like Maududi or Zayd Qutb. But he was a propagator. He said for the propagators to establish for the mission of propagating Islam in America. He didn't, bishop, reverends, rabbis had to respect Sheikh.
Alhamdulillah. Sheikh, the brothers your age who came into Islam around the same time you did, the late 1940s, early 1950s, how many of those brothers would you say are still alive?
It's hard to say. It's hard to say, because looking at Sharif, he gone. Oh man, I do Ahmed Malik, Hassan D, he's still here. Oh yeah, he's down in Texas. You,
right?
Sister Balkis, the women I didn't mention my wife, sister. I was speaking with her yesterday. Amina, She was a bass player, a woman bass player. Her husband was Khalil, the trumpet player we traveled down in South Carolina with. He passed. She's still here. Sister Rakia Abdul Rahman, she's still alive. There's a sister, what's her name? She's on Parkway, Brooklyn. She's still alive. What's her name? I don't know the name of my book here. The brothers was very difficult for me because we went different ways. Abdul Rahman, he's still on, he's still here. Big Abdul Malik, you know, you're told Abdul Malik, you go to make Imran every year, you know.
Brother Hatch.
Huh?
Brother Hatch.
Hatch.
Yeah, Brother Hatch.
Yes. Yes. I remember when he took his shot. But all came out of State Street. And the brother, he was the saxophone player, I can't think of his name. And okay, from Shakedown, when Hafiz Mahmood came from Pakistan, he taught the alphabet, the prayers to the brothers. Tuesday and Thursday, has to go to house. He's still same system Hassan does over here. And Tuesday, that 140 was packed. I just learned the name, the teacher, just an age. Hafiz Mahmood, his dad, he passed away in California about 2 years ago. That's what we got. That's what I learned how to write out from back.
Do you remember when Malcolm El Hajj Malik Shabazz, when he left Elijah and them? I got a picture of him talking to Sheikh Daoud.
Oh yes. Okay. When I first 1950 something, my first child was born 1952, 53 something. I was in Baltimore, Maryland. Because my wife and I was living, she was pregnant, and we had moved to Baltimore to her mother's father's in Baltimore. And make a long story, I worked at I got a job. She was in her pregnancy. And I was working at the University Hospital, elevator operator. And one morning I used to go to 7B at 78 in the morning. I saw the store, a large grate. And I said, when I get all the way to 3 o'clock, I check in and see who this is. This is what I met I can't think of his name. I don't know if it's her room. He said, "This Muslim." I said, "Salam alaikum, alhamdulillah, met a Muslim here." So we got a repertoire with him because my mother-in-law, she rest in peace, had came down and I introduced him to her. Through him, that's when I actually knew or heard about Elijah Muhammad. Because this brother who had a little grocery store, he made cookies and things like that, he said, "Come to the temple." So my wife, make a long story, went to the temple. This is in Baltimore, Maryland. Went to the temple, they pat us down. The baby, we had a baby just born, picked the baby. I never spent here. This, you know, Islam. I could tell. Because I'm coming on the State Street, you know. I didn't know any, you know, and whatever. So we went there, sat in it, and on the podium, on the stage, the brother had the crescent and stuff, and he was talking about all that I knew. Frederick Douglass, Langston Hughes, and because I was familiar with that. But he started talking about the class, and brother, I raised my hand, but that's not, you know, like this. So I began asking questions. He said, "Well, brother, I can't answer now, and come back see brother so-and-so, whatever." So we did come back. I think the next day could give a lecture every night, this hall in Baltimore, Maryland. So this brother was doing the same, and the fruit of Islam would come up and so forth, and Elijah Muhammad Christians, and who came, Allah came in the form of something, I brought the Quran with me and I started quoting from the Quran. Reading. By that time I could read Arabic. I didn't understand as much as I understand now, but I couldn't read. He said, but I cannot answer that question. So I said, but you must, and the people in the auditorium began to listen to what I had to say. I felt very uneasy. I told my wife and I said, but baby, first one, let's get out of here. That's my first encounter with Elijah Muhammad. Now, fast forward, back to State Street. I was living, periodically I was living in one of Shakedown's houses. I used to scrub down the stairs, either help out. I would go to the land city buy meat, and bring lamb and so forth. That was the lamb was 12 cents a pound. Share with Shakedown, and so on and so on. So my family getting larger and I had a room there. And I had this other brother I met, Naeem, from Pakistan. Him and his wife, I almost got her name, had graduated from college in Kansas, something, and they came to New York. And he occupied one, we live in the same one of Shakedown's houses together. We got very close together. He had studied journalism, and he was pursuit of his occupation as a Muslim. Naeem, that was his name. And to make a long story, there was a sister, she played saxophone with, Miriam, her name. But she played saxophone, all-woman orchestra at that time was going on in Harlem. And she was in real estate. She said, Abdul Wahab, I got a house on 7th Street, off Prospect Park. If you rent it, so anyway, make a long story short. So Naeem and I got together. I was at that time, I said, literally stop playing music. Because I was involved in Islam. I was working in the garment, cutting, as a pattern, cutting men's suits and things like that. That's how I got into that. But I had a family. In learning Islam, oh, that's another thing, brother. My first Ramadan, let me just tell you about my first Ramadan fasting. I had never fasted in my life. And from State Street, the brother Sharif, Lukman Sharif, and the I must forget the brother, may he rest in peace. Abdul Latif. Tall, thin, jet black brother. We was very close. He came out